Just keep walking forward. Just go through the crowd like it's nothing. Just start taking up all this XP as we kind of blast our way through. Welcome back, Digites, to another episode of 20 Minutes Till Dawn. Today we're going to be taking a look at the 10-minute mode again, keep it a little bit faster, but as well, we have a new character. We have Scarlet. I was taking a look before last episode, and I was trying to wonder what all those points were, and they're runes. These runes allow you to get upgrades and unlock new characters and weapons, so right now we have an extra 10% of bullet damage and summon damage per rank. And right now we also have knockback enemies after reloading, which I think is going to be a super beneficial ability for today's weapon. We are taking a look at Scarlet. On every third shot, throws out a wave of fire that burns enemies for 3 damage per second. Not bad. A little bit less health compared to the last character, which was just Shauna. Can reroll upgrades once per level, but they had 4 HP, and Scarlet has 3. We are going to be using the shotgun, short range weapon that shoots many projectiles. Reload time 1, projectiles 4, damage 10, but only has a max ammo of 2. That's gonna be really good. We have a little bit of knockback every time we reload, and we're gonna be reloading a lot with only a 2-size magazine. Let's get started. Let's see exactly how well does this shotgun operate. I mean, that fire is pretty good. I like the way that feels already off the start. We do 11 damage per hit, and we fire off that little fireball every third shot taken. It's amazing. It does help do a little bit of damage and probably be pretty good for those big groupings of enemies later on. That fireball seems to pierce through all of the enemies, and if they can start doing fire damage to all the enemies on the back side of a grouping, being able to do damage to the back of a grouping while we don't have any way to get through there is going to be nice and trying to keep back the enemies. Now, as I realized, I need to actually start moving forward a little bit. If I'm always backing up on these enemies, I'm not going to be able to get any of these XP. Fire rate plus 25% seems like a good trade right now. Get a little bit more faster fire rate. More fire rate just means, well, the faster you can reload, the faster you can load, the more bullets you can get out. On using a 2 magazine, a little bit of a faster fire rate is going to be really beneficial, because let me just go ahead and just get that reload going immediately. Fire rate, max ammo plus 1, bullet speed plus 15%. Fire rate is nice, but max ammo plus 1, I'm a little afraid of. Dark Arts, your bullets have a 35% chance to inflict curse. Curse deals damage equal to 200% of your bullet damage. Let's go ahead and take a look at this, because I do like these upgrades that they have later on. Curse damage increased by additional 100% bullet damage. Inflicted with curse take 30% more damage. Ritual, every 10 enemies killed by curse will increase your bullet damage by 1%. By that 1% is going to be pretty nice, especially if we can go ahead and get that on really early. If we can get that early on, we can already start stacking up the damage for us. Then at that point, we don't have to worry as much about taking bullet damage upgrades. If we can just go ahead and just vicariously get more damage by just taking out enemies already. Already leveled to upgrade again. We're ready to level up on an upgrade again. Get this small grouping out. Get that explodey dude in the area too. Take him out, and there we go. Evasive dodge plus 20%. I'm not really sure what that means. I mean, I guess I understand what that means. Does that mean that you have a chance to not take damage when you get hit? I think that'd be pretty nice, but bullet bounce plus more fire rate. More fire rate, I think it's just going to be more beneficial right now. More fire rate means more DACA. More DACA means more damage. Ooh, that was close. Almost already accidentally walked into an enemy. We do need to start getting maybe a little bit more bullet damage. We are not doing quite a whole lot. I'm expecting these guys to be taken out a little bit quicker. But nice. The reload rate is pretty good. So you can see that they get knocked back. Like that. That's beautiful. So that knockback is working really well for a small magazine. So the bigger a magazine is too, the harder it is going to be trying to get that knockback effect, simply because we reload less. But if we get enough of a fire rate, we can go through it even quicker. Power shot, bullet damage plus 40% and knockback plus 20%. All right, let's go ahead and do that. If we can go ahead and start taking these guys out in just a couple of shots. Yeah, look at that. I mean, now we go up to 15 damage, which is pretty nice considering that's already a 50% increase, more or less. We were doing 11 before. Now we're doing 15. That's a good increase. Taking these guys out. Go ahead and kind of keep on circling around. Get them all up in a grouping. I can even wait a second. Get them all grouped up like so. Ooh, and already leveling up. Dragonite. Do we want the dragon again? I don't think so. I think, see, shooting when standing still has a 40% chance of not consuming ammo. Haste, 20% move speed, and more fire rate. I think that's gonna be nice. Yeah, you can already tell that's a little bit faster. I mean, definitely, it feels like a 20%. And let's go ahead and take out this grouping while I have a chance. They're starting to get a lot of them all in this one area. Kind of just corral them all into a big grouping and then take them out with my shotgun, which is honestly a great weapon for this type of situation. That's going to be a good level right there, yeah? Oh, and I accidentally just walked into a guy and already lost a health there. That is a little sad. I thought for sure I would have taken him out with that shot. But what do we have? Bullet speed plus 30%, spread minus 15. Ooh, I mean, honestly, the spread is already kind of good. We could take on another HP right now. But Frost Mage, your bullets have a 35% chance to freeze for 1.5 seconds. Is going to be pretty nice right now. Consider that we spread out a lot of bullets all at once. Means we have even a better chance of trying to go ahead and freeze enemies in front of us. We are already on 7 minutes and 20 seconds left to go, so things are getting a little bit more difficult as they start to stack up. I imagine we're going to see the first boss pretty soon, right around the 7-minute mark. So let's go ahead and see if I can upgrade again before I see him pop on out, because he is a little bit tough. I mean, the first one is, it's not that difficult to take out. Go ahead and get myself out of that situation. He's not that difficult to take out, but does have quite a bit of health. And here we have the extra upgrades of what we were talking about before. We had the Dark Arts, and now we have Doom. Curse damage is increased by an additional 100% of your bullet damage. So that's going to be really nice, especially for the bosses, because when you're targeting the bosses, of course, a lot of your bullets are going to be hitting primarily just them. So if you have a chance now, it's going to be a 300% chance to do increased damage, or rather, it's a 35% chance to do 300% more damage. And there he is. There is the first boss. And he should be actually pretty easy now at this point, now that I just got that upgrade where I can do even more curse damage. I mean, that seems like a good chance. You can see the ones that have the little skull icon on them are taking more curse damage at the moment. Make sure I keep myself out of that little grouping of enemies. I don't want to get myself surrounded. And I do manage to take out the first boss, which is pretty nice. Come on. Oh, they're right on top of the chest that I want to go get. Quick hands, reload rate, and fire rate. Okay, yeah, go right ahead. Faster reload rate and more fire rate is always beneficial. Took them out, take this chest, and what's our ability? Scarlet Pyromaniac. Scarlet gains 10% fire rate every time she inflicts burn. This buff resets on reload. Okay, 10% fire rate every time, but on reload? That's going to be a weird combination for the fact that we have a shotgun, so maybe we can start investing a little bit of a higher magazine, but I can definitely tell there is a big fire rate type of like increase here, especially like off the first one, the fireball starts going through and then effects on the next reload. So it's actually during the middle of our reload, that fireball does help the fire rate for the next couple hits. Nice, on to the next. And here is the other one that we are looking for that curse damage. Very nice. Enemies inflicted with curse take 30% more damage. Nice. So now, not only do they take a 300% hit of my regular bullet damage when they first get cursed, but now they also take 30% more damage afterwards. So they're guaranteed to take more damage after that. Again, another great tactic for taking out these bosses. Let's go ahead and try to get that through that little pocket area. It's starting to get a little surrounded here. Take out these guys. Get all this XP that's sitting back here. Got them grouped up quite well here. See if I can go ahead and take them out. Those explodey dudes seem to take out a few enemies around them at the same time. Nice, nice, nice. Okay, let's not get myself trapped in. There we go. Okay, go ahead and try to corral them all up into a big group again. What do we have? Splinter. Oh, now this is beautiful. Enemies explode into 3 bullets when killed. These bullets deal 10% damage. That is going to be really nice. That has a chance for like a cascading effect, where especially when you get those groupings like this, all the bullets just splinter off into each other. That is beautiful. Even though right now we only do about 15 damage, so when they splinter at a 10% rate, they're only doing about like, I think like 2 or 3. But if multiple of them all explode into splinters, then that just escalates into a big grouping of that can just be taken out almost instantaneously. Getting a little surrounded here. Be a little bit more careful, and I think the next boss is going to spawn at around 5 minutes. He should be here exactly right on the dot. There we go. Okay, let's go ahead and try to take out some of these guys and get away from the edge. Don't want to put yourself in a straight line because he jumps at you very quickly. Take them all out. I need to start focusing on the boss though. Get off to the side. Ooh, I'm not having a good opportunity to try to get this guy because I don't really have any range to my shotgun. Right, so I have to be basically right on top of this guy. Get out. Oh, yep. Make sure that you can hear a little bit of a violin noise right when he's about to jump as well. Blazing speed. Move speed plus 10%. Inflict burn on nearby enemies as you run. The effect occurs more often the faster you move. Now that's going to be pretty nice considering that I do kind of run around a lot. Ooh, get out of the area. I'm getting cornered here. Getting cornered. Take a few shots at him as I run on past. I have still not done a whole lot of damage to the boss yet. I want to see if I can focus him down. Come on, get back in here. Get back in here. Yeah, now's my chance. Now's my chance. Nice. Okay, let's go ahead and get away from the edge of the map before I accidentally find myself completely cornered. He's jumping over next to me. Nice. Now's my opportunity to do even more damage to him. My range is not quite reaching, though. Okay, nice. The barrier is gone. Now I have a lot more of an opportunity. Get out of there. I'm getting cornered. Find my chance to keep on running. How are you not taken out yet? There we go. Let's go ahead and get that ritual before we run out of time. Before they all start just swarming in on me. Max HP plus 4%, dodge minus 25%. I don't have any dodge chance at the moment that I think of. Increase burn damage, lightning damage, and freeze duration by 35%. Almost stillness. We got this last time. Walk speed minus 100%. Bullet damage bolt size, and projectiles are all increased. But honestly, sitting at only 2 health, I think Tome of Vitality is going to be our best chance right now. We don't have to worry about the dodge, but plus 4 HP, we can feel a lot more comfortable. We're right back into it. We're a lot more comfortable not thinking that we're going to be taken out at any moment. And there are some abilities that I know of that actually do more damage based on how much max HP you have. So let's go ahead and see if I can take out this grouping with that Splinter ability as well. I am feeling the lack of... I'm definitely feeling the lack of bullet damage, especially even with this big group. I feel like I'm just firing into a big crowd and nothing is really doing a whole lot more. Got a couple of range guys as well. They're starting to shoot those red orbs at me. Keep on circling around and taking them out. Big shot. Now that's what I'm looking for. Bullet damage plus 45%, bullet size plus 40%. That's exactly what I wanted. I was just saying that we need more damage. And now we can see we're doing about 19 damage per hit, which is very, very good. That's really helping out taking out this grouping here. Keep going around in a big circle. Oh, look at all that XP right in the center. Nice. I can be a little bit more careless now too, especially with that plus 4 HP vitality. There we go, another upgrade. There are so many upgrades in this game too. I wonder, I've been thinking about how I want to. Let's do Frostbite. When enemies inflicted with freeze, they lose 50% of their max HP. I've been thinking a little bit on how I want to structure some of these videos and how many upgrades there really are. Should I be zooming in on every single moment that we do an upgrade? I think so, honestly. It just helps people read it a little bit better, especially what I'm looking at. Go ahead and dodge that red orb coming at me. Getting a little surrounded at the moment. Let's actually go ahead and just start using my... Let's go ahead and use my movement speed to my advantage, and we do a little bit of damage to the enemies around us. As you see, we got that like ring of fire that's spawning around. Oh, getting a little close. There we go. That knockback ability is like honestly a lifesaver. I mean, it really did just save my life. It saved one of my lives. That knockback on the reload is just a fantastic addition to a shotgun. Go ahead and blast our way through, going forward. Keep on circling around. We have all this XP just sitting right there waiting for us. Glare. Vision range plus 25%. All enemies within your vision range take 15 damage every 1 second. Considering that we're doing a lot of kind of like circling around these big grouping of enemies, that'll be a pretty good addition to the build here. Try not to get cornered next to all these trees. The trees do actually hurt you if you run into them. Those are not regular trees. Because if we get a little bit close to one, let's go over here. You can actually see, you can do damage to them, but I don't think you can actually ever take out a tree. If you run into them, it takes damage. Sometimes they have like a red eye on it too that like opens up and like stares at you. So even the trees are demons. Now I really do wonder, it says 20 minutes till dawn. So does that mean I'm like, am I in the overworld and I'm being hunted down by demons? Is like, has the world like taken over by all these creatures? I'm not entirely certain if I'm in hell, like are the demons invading Earth? I don't really know the lore behind this. We are, oh my god, there are a lot more enemies all of a sudden. I'm starting to realize that we are not sitting as comfortable as we once were. We definitely need to be getting these upgrades. Intense glare, vision range plus 25%. The damage of glare is doubled. 30 damage to everyone in my range. Nice. Let's go ahead and just start walking forward. Just keep walking forward. Just go through the crowd like it's nothing. Just start taking up all this XP as we kind of blast our way through. Just hoping that the knockback keeps them further away from us. Oh, now this is it. This is the beautiful one. Holy Arts. After shooting your last ammo, smite nearby enemies for 20 damage. Considering the fact that I go through all of my... Look at that smite. Oh, that is doing 20 to everyone. Considering the fact that I, only have 2 shots in my shotgun, I reload a lot. And that's taking out everyone in the area. That is beautiful. I love it. So much XP. Now this is how we get the rest of the build going. Reload rate plus 10%, plus 2 max ammo though. That's going to go against what I kind of want. Electromage. On every second shot, call down lightning to strike nearby enemy for 22 damage. I mean, that is only 1, but maybe arrow magic? Every 2 seconds, shoot out a gale of wind. Gale deals 20 damage every 0.5 seconds. Considering that we're getting to the point where we have a lot more enemies around us and kind of getting this big grouping of enemies, it's just tearing through them out in the distance. And especially along with the idea of the fact that there are a lot more enemies now. We only have 43 seconds to survive. Summoning a magic sight that deals 40 damage that just kind of like rotates around me is going to be a good benefit. Look at this. I want to make sure I keep my area around me. I want to keep my perimeter completely clear of enemies. Get that gale going through the crowd. I've got the magic scythe going around me. I've got the smite popping off. And choose an evolution. Ooh. Projectiles minus 100%, bolt size plus 500%. Shotgun can only shoot a single projectile. Each added a projectile count instead increases your bolt damage by 50%. No thank you. A melee shot, bolt damage plus 200%, plus 2 projectiles, plus 2 piercing. bolt size plus 200%, spread plus 50, increase damage but reduce your range of your bullets. You know, we got 33 seconds to go. Why don't we just basically get the equivalent of what is, oh my god, that is a very short range. Why don't we just go ahead and get the equivalent of what is just a blunderbuss? That is a very short range, but it seems like instead of doing bullets, I now do like a little wave. It's like a crescent moon wave. Okay, we only got 15, like 20-ish seconds to go. Keep on surviving, keep going around the area. One last upgrade. Let's see here. What do we need? I want to take a look at Magic Lens. Summon a Magic Lens that gives you all bullets that pass through a 30% damage increase in damage and size. Also, now we have a little bit of a Magic Lens here too, so now it does more damage through that and more of a bigger bullet. I'm not really sure how that works for my Crescent Moon type of, you know, blunderbuss of a weapon here, but it's working, doing more damage in the area, and that should be it, DigiDs. That is another victory in the area. You survived. Very nice. Earned 6,117 runes. So if we go back to the main menu, these runes are actually good for unlocking a bunch of new like friends and allies and characters and all the special abilities, like 3150 to unlock a new character, as well as upgrading these runes up here at the top. Or rather, what we can also do is also unlock new weapons. So maybe next time we'll take a look at the crossbow and see how effective a crossbow is, considering the fact that there's so many enemies. We can even try the 20-minute edition as well. So hey, if you do want to see that type of video, make sure to subscribe by hitting that bell down below. Go ahead and hit the like button and all that great stuff so I know if you guys actually enjoyed the video. So thank you, DigiDs. I still don't know how to do any of these outros, but there is one thing I can guarantee you. I'll see you guys in the next one. Bye-bye.